This is an iPod Nano 7th generation take apart repair guide. The first step will be to remove this lower back cover. To do this, we're going to use a heat gun or hair dryer to gently warm the adhesive for about 15 seconds. Once the adhesive is warmed, we're going to use a safe open pry tool to gently try to pry this out. You'll need to use downward pressure as well as trying to catch the lip of the back cover. Once you have a grip on the back cover, cautiously remove it, as there is a flex cable located underneath. Once the cover is removed, we can slide this flex cable over to the side to locate one small Phillips screw which needs to be removed. With the screw removed, we can now remove this plastic cover, exposing two more small Phillips screws located inside. With these screws removed, we can now work on removing the screen assembly. We're going to use a heat gun or hair dryer to quickly heat the outside adhesive, holding the screen assembly in place. By using a safe open pry tool and pressing the home button assembly from the inside out, we can gently lift the screen assembly up, allowing us to get a grip on the inside. Begin working your way around, gently lifting the touchscreen away from the screen assembly, as shown in the video. With the touchscreen gently lifted, we can now use a more sturdy pry tool to begin trying to remove the screen assembly itself, including the metal midframe. As you can see, the screen assembly is fully in place still. It will take some time and patience attempting to work the screen assembly out with the midframe included. Work your way on both sides of the screen assembly until both lower sides are released. From here, we will be able to slide the screen assembly down and gently flip it over, being careful that it's still attached from the battery. To release the battery, we're simply going to use a pry tool to gently lift this up, as it's just held in place with adhesive. We can now release the two screen connections located on the motherboard. These are two simple pop connectors. Simply lift them up using a safe open pry tool. And we can now remove the screen assembly. We're now going to use a safe open pry tool to separate the touchscreen from the LCD screen. It is held in place with just a small layer of adhesive. Be cautious of the lower part, as there is much more adhesive. With the screen released, we'll now be able to slide the flex cable through the slot in the housing. You can now separate the touchscreen from the LCD screen and replace it. To replace the LCD screen, we'll have 6 small Phillips screws, 3 on each side, that will need to be removed from the midframe. With these screws removed, we can now gently lift the LCD screen away from the midframe and flip it to the other side. The LCD screen is now just held in place by its flex cable. We're going to use a pry tool to gently lift this plastic cover, covering the LCD flex. With this removed, we can now gently lift away the adhesive holding the LCD flex cable to the midframe. Your LCD screen can now be replaced.